Premier League Weekend Watchlist.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
feel like the Crusher just showed up.
That's awesome. So let's get to it. And first and foremost, we are going to be talking about. I already told you guys it was my favorite match of the first half of the season. It was Tottenham, West Ham. And the reason I love it is because Tottenham was winning so bad. And they bring on Gareth Bale for the first time. And then they give up like 3 goals at the
In
end
the
of the
last 15 minutes of the match.
It was fantastic. So let's bring in Najee. Let's have him talk to us about what this match means. What's going on, Najee?
Hey guys, how are you?
Doing
Good,
well,
Najee,
man.
good to see you.
Doing well.
You look warm.
If
Yeah,
we can get the same result we got in the first game, that would be an amazing game, right?
That would be fantastic. So let's see, Najee, why would you say this time West Ham Tottenham? Because usually, like if last season you were to tell me West Ham Tottenham, oh, it's an important match, I wouldn't believe you. So tell me why today, this weekend, West Ham Tottenham is an important match.
Now, is that a trick question or anything? That's the London Derby, guys. Now, recent results favors the Hammers for sure, but I firmly believe that Tottenham are the better side with the better players. That doesn't mean Tottenham are going to win the game. West Ham deserves a lot of credit. They won 6 out of the last 9 games in the league, and they are unbeaten in the month of February. You don't need more than that. Without their top strikers, they played the last 2 games without their top strikers, Mikel Antonio. So this is very important. Now, if Tottenham can find their rhythm, especially between Lamela, Harry Kane, and Son, the West Ham are gonna have nightmares. This is really, that's a big thing.
Yeah,
but at the same time, West Ham right now are 5th in the league, so they are just knocking on the top 4. That is really important.
I want to say they're only like 4 points away from second place.
Yeah,
exactly. And Tottenham are 6 points behind the Champions League spot. So they need to win this game. This is very important for Jose Mourinho. He came under a lot of scrutiny lately. You know? Now, they're not going to fire Jose because he's going to cost them a lot of money. But this is a very important game in order to get back into the top 4.
Definitely. Definitely, man. Well, people would be mad if we had some Chelsea fan in here telling us why West Ham and Tottenham is the match to watch. So it's time to bring in another American boy straight out of St. Louis. Let's bring in Brawley. Brawley is from the West Ham Way USA podcast. What's going on, Brawley? Welcome to the Stoop.
Yeah, welcome.
What's up, guys? Good to be here.
Good to have you, man. We've been looking for a representative of West Ham because we've been loving you guys for a while. I remember the first or second episode of the season when we did some bold predictions. Bold prediction was David Moyes wouldn't last 10 matches.
It wouldn't have surprised me.
The first 10 matches of the season were
tough.
Nuts.
Yeah, you guys had an amazingly tough schedule.
And I think, Arsenal only barely got a win against you guys.
You shouldn't have. We should have beaten you.
Exactly. And then we went and you guys just kept winning. So so tell me all about like what this season has been like for you. I mean, it must be a roller coaster. And then let's talk specifics West Ham Tottenham.
Sure. Well, I mean, this season I predicted us on my show to finish 17th. So that tells you a little bit about where, all West Ham fans were doom and gloom to start the season. I mean, if you look, I saw a graphic that was like a hopo meter, and West Ham fans had the least amount of expectations going into the season based off what we saw at the end of last season. But needless to say, if you would have told me that on February 18th, we'd be sitting 5th and 2 points above Liverpool, I would have laughed straight up in your face and called you crazy. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped about the way this season's gone so far. Yeah.
So now let's talk West Ham Tottenham. What are your feelings going into this match? I know you guys were lucky to get a point, and I don't know, very well played to get a point because you were getting demolished when you guys first met. Like Najee was saying, a draw would be a fantastic result for you guys. I think in current form, a draw would be dropped points for you guys. I think.
Yeah.
Now you don't have Mikel Antonio like he said, but
we might. You might see Mikel Antonio on the bench actually, and he might even start. But his hamstrings are just too
They're made of
iffy.
strings.
And we don't even have a striker. I mean, we literally don't have a out and out striker at the club besides
what do you
kids.
need a striker when you have Suchek?
When we have Jesse Lingard bombing straight up down the pitch and taking guys on, right?
And now Jesse Lingard, when Jesse Lingard got picked up, I announced it in our WhatsApp group, and the overwhelming response was non-factor. Lingard will be a non-factor. He scored 2 goals like 2 days later.
Yeah, and he should have scored 2 more the other day against Sheffield United. Yeah. So going into the Spurs game, I mean, okay, West Ham Tottenham games are always a toss-up, and form just goes out the window. Like it's one of those games where I don't think I've ever predicted correctly in the last 5 years. I mean, that's how crazy it is. Obviously, what Najee said, Spurs on paper by far the better team. I mean, when you have Gareth Bale on the bench, I mean, we could only dream about having a Gareth Bale, and they don't even need to start him to have him on the field. I know his form hasn't been great, but
they can't start him. They can't start. He's shit without a golf club in his hand.
He's playing golf on his phone.
I don't blame him,
Bale,
actually.
Get out of here, Brawley.
Who wants to play for Tottenham anyway? I mean, I'd rather be on the golf course anyway, right?
My boy.
But needless to say, what you said, would a draw be 2 drop points? Again, it's hard for me to say. I mean, we are so what's the word? Blessed to be where we are, 5th in the league. I mean, and Tottenham to be 6 points behind us at this stage in the season is pretty insane. But yeah, if you look at the table, obviously you would expect West Ham to win, but I don't think it's going to be that easy. Now, I am an optimist usually, but earlier I said I thought West Ham would finish 17th, and obviously that hasn't come to fruition. But I think it'll be a good game. If you're asking me for a flat-out prediction at home with no fans, it's so tough to say. I think I'll edge it. I'll be a homer and just say 2-1 West Ham, but would it shock me if Spurs came out and beat us 4-0? No, not at all.
It would shock me.
Well, you know, that's Spurs MO. They're either brilliant or they're terrible. Because I feel like they play to not give up a goal, and if they give up a goal, it kind of all breaks down.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't do it like they don't do it late in the match, or no, too early in a match. If you do it early in a match, score the goal, it gives them a chance to regain their pace. But if you can keep it 0-0 and then go up a goal, because about 60th minute they're going 0-0, fantastic, we'll take it. Anthony Clark says, not all us said relegation. Ask Brawley what I said.
He's giving me a little Brawley.
So that's my co-host from our podcast, Tony, and he actually predicted us on our preseason predictions episode that we did. He predicted us to finish in the top 10, and the 3 people that we had on all laughed at him and laughed in his face, and we all said that we might be getting relegated. So I have to give him props. He did predict us. Now, he didn't predict us to finish in the Europa League or Champions League place, but he did say top 10.
Wow. It's still a long way to go. Najee, how do you feel about West Ham, Tottenham? What did you say? What is your prediction?
Guys. Tottenham have won the last 3 games at London Stadium, and Brawley knows that.
Yeah.
Now, the key to the game.
Thanks for reminding me.
The key to the game today is Susek and Declan Rice in the middle of the field. They are a great partnership. They are high energy, and although both of them are defensive midfielders, they have 9 goals between them this year. So they are very important for West Ham. On Sunday, you know, they are really important.
Yeah. I'd agree.
But if you're asking me for what the result is gonna be, I'm gonna do it's a 0-0 draw.
0-0 draw. Well, yep. I don't know if you guys know, but we don't care about your opinions. The most important opinion is this guy right here. It's the Magic 8 Ball. So Brawley, I need you to go ahead and ask. You can either ask, will West Ham win or will Tottenham lose? It's up to you. Magic 8 Ball that predicted Frank Lampard being sacked.
Will West Ham win against Tottenham on Sunday?
Oh, very specific.
Very
He's
specific.
like, not next
the
year.
Magic 8 Ball is going to like that. I really feel it.
Most likely.
Hey, all right, there we go.
Hey, you got to give it. Fantastic. Well, good stuff there. So look, I tell my buddy, I got a buddy. His last name is Hamer, Hamer, and he's a West Ham fan.
No, that's perfect.
Of the West Ham Hamers.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So I tell him just about every season, I'm like, West Ham look good. West Ham look at the beginning before it even starts. I'm like, West Ham look good. You guys got a good setup. Here we go. And then he's like, why do you even say that? Why do you even say that to me every year?
Cheers for cursing us.
So I haven't told him anything this year. Every time I text him, I'm like, dude, you guys are killing it today. Then you guys end up losing. So I just stopped texting him.
I think the one time he showed up on the set was the day after West Ham crushed Wolves 4-0.
What a day that was.
Giving me so much shit. And I was like, you're really improving my mood for this show that I'm supposed to be on.
Well, what's wild is Wolves,
not a very happy day, I tell you. But you guys scorched us.
Well, Wolves normally walk all over us. I mean, I think you've won before that. You won all 4 games since coming up.
Yeah, we're just a shell
so it came out of nowhere. I mean, it was really, really incredible. And then going back to what Najee said about Declan Rice and Souček, I mean, I've said it on my podcast, and I know it's really going to sound ridiculous. So just hear me out when I say this. But can you name me a better holding midfield duo in the Premier League than Rice and Souček right now, currently in form?
Oh, it would take me like 2 hours to be able to do that, but I probably could come up with something once I consulted the internet and so forth. But the suspense is killing us.
Get the Google machine. All I'm saying is that if you look, I mean, you can look at for Mane, and if you consider them midfielders, most people consider them forwards. You can look at Chelsea and look at what they've got in the midfield. That could be comparable, especially when you have N'Golo Kante in the center of midfield there. Yeah. But really, like I'm talking just on form this year. Yeah. I would have a tough time telling you a better duo in the central midfield than what we've got, and that is really, really crazy. When you sit back and think about it, West Ham might have the best holding midfield duo in the Premier League. I mean,
you got
to give me the yellow card.
Yellow card. Whoa. That's the correct. That was rough. Najee.
They complement themselves really well. Now, don't forget, Declan Rice grew up at West Ham. So they didn't pay nothing for him. Souček, they paid nothing for him to bring him from from where he came, right?
Slavia Prague. Yeah, I think it was an initial loan, and then we paid, 15 million, which in today's money is nothing considered. He might be worth 40 or 50, maybe even 60 now.
And don't get it twisted. Nobody knew this dude. Nobody still knows how to pronounce his name, but Soufal.
So foul. That's perfect.
Soufal. Souček told David Moyes, you need to get this guy. He's like, who?
Souček's our chief scout now. We're just going to bring everyone in from Slavia Prague because that's where those two came from. So we're just going to buy the whole Prague team, which, by the way, Slavia Prague held Leicester to 0-0 today in the Europa League, which is pretty impressive.
Wow. Just want to say that Tottenham lost 4 of their last 6 games. They lost against Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea. They also lost against Brighton. But I don't seem to see Brawley confident about Sunday. What's going on, Brawley?
These games, as I said, they scare me, and literally form goes out the window. I don't want to come on here and be West Ham's going to walk all over them and win 7-0, and then everyone's laughing at me, tweeting at me on Sunday after we get walloped that I can sit on a fence pretty well. I'm quietly confident. I will say you have to be, as a West Ham fan right now, you have to be quietly confident. And a lot of people are outright vocally confident. And we have every reason to be. I mean, look at us. I mean, we're one win. I mean, we're out of the Champions League places on goal difference right now, I think. I mean, that's just remarkable. And to be 6 points above Tottenham and 2 points above Liverpool and 8 above Arsenal, that's wild.
There's one thing that scares me in that game is that Ogbonna is not going to play.
That's true. And Issa Diop came in against Sheffield United and played really, really, really well. He got his goal. And if we can get his confidence back, Ogbonna's going to be out for about a month probably. Yeah. But we do have Issa Diop, and then out of nowhere, Craig Dawson's become a Premier League monster.
You got a
And
good
just-
goalkeeper too.
Yeah, Fabianski is the spine, is the heart of our defense, and he'll give you a 9 out of 10 every week. Rarely
Knows him
makes a
well
mistake.
from his
I
Arsenal
know.
days.
It's like all these ex-Arsenal keepers that are doing so
I
well.
don't get it.
You don't do anything with them anyway.
Yeah, and then ours, the one that we keep, decides to go play basketball and run out. Oh, I got it. Red card.
And I didn't understand Leno over Emi Martinez. I thought he was brilliant. I didn't understand it at all.
I've been saying it. You can check my Twitter, all my posts, everything like that. I've been saying Leno may be fantastic. He's fantastic. He's very good. Still prefer Emi Martinez.
For
Emi
sure.
Martinez, the
Wasted
way he
10
can
years
pick a
of
pass.
his career with
Look
Arsenal.
at Villa.
Not waste.
Look
He
at
made
Villa.
his career. He's got 12 clean sheets.
Yeah.
12 clean sheets, and there's like 15 matches left.
Yeah.
Like most keepers would be happy to get 12 in an entire season.
Yep.
Or excited.
And they have Pepe Reina, who's not a slouch. Yeah, he's old, but goalkeepers can play until their 40s. Pepe Reina is not a bad goalkeeper, and
Exactly.
And look at what that's done to Villa. So
Exactly. Well, all right, Brawley, this has been fun talking about West Ham. Hopefully we can get you back on, and we'll do some special shows highlighting West Ham.
Anytime.
And we can get to know your club a little bit more. But with these last few minutes that we have you on here, why don't you tell us what you guys are up to on your podcast?
Yeah, so you can find us on Twitter. We are the West Ham Way USA podcast, as that gigantic logo in the middle of the screen says there. We tried to do once a week, and our lives have been getting pretty crazy. So we've been to once every other week or once every 3 weeks. We are, like I said, trying to get back to a more regular schedule. But basically, we're just two guys, American guys. Tony, who commented earlier, he's from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He's moving to Philly actually here in a week or so, I think. And we're just two American guys that recap games, talk rumors. We do have we are the sister podcast of the West Ham Way UK, and they are the biggest West Ham show in the West Ham world. And we were honored that they asked us to join them and become the sister podcast to them. So if you want to hear West Ham content, you should definitely check us out. Like I said, on Twitter at West Ham Way US Pod. You can follow me on Twitter at my name, at Brawley Darbin. And then my co-host Tony is at Tony Clark Dupe. We're not really on other social medias. We really should be, because we're trying to grow. But we just so damn busy that we don't really have time for it. And we don't make any money doing these shows, as you guys are well aware of. These shows are just money pits and time pits. So,
Yeah.
but we really do love it. And if you want to listen to two American guys ramble on about West Ham, definitely check us out.
You know, I got to tell you, I had no idea that you guys were related, because when Lolo told me about your podcast and that you were going to be on the show, I tuned in last night after dinner, and and sit there for an hour, and it turned out to be the X, and was it Dave?
X and Dave, yes.
Yeah. Great stuff, humorous, but I was just like, I'm talking, and he's like, yeah, that's not them.
Yeah.
So I did listen to you guys this morning, and I really enjoyed it. It was really entertaining, and your love for Declan Rice, I definitely share it.
Oh God, yeah, we love a good Declan Rice. Anything. I mean, you put Declan Rice we could just sit and talk about him for hours. So we're huge.
Oh, you might buy him next year.
Oh, please don't.
Why?
It's going to take you 90 to 100 million, and then we'll buy him back in 4 years for 15.
Well, fantastic, Brawley. We really enjoyed having you on here. We'll have you on again soon, I'm sure.
And can I say one more thing? I'm sorry. Just real quickly. If you do go check us out, like he did when went back and listened to an episode, we do have some really awesome episodes. We did an interview with Rebecca Lowe from here in America. We all know who Rebecca Lowe is.
Rebecca Lowe.
Everyone loves Rebecca Lowe. We all do. And then we also interviewed Arlo White. Go back and listen to that episode with Arlo White. And then we also have had ex-Premier League referee Bobby Madley on twice to discuss VAR and other things.
Nice.
And his debacle in the West Ham Bournemouth game, Boxing Day back in 2017, that I was actually at. So I would say if you get a chance and you want to check us out, go listen to one of those three or all three of those interviews, and you guys will really enjoy it. I think every Premier League fan should actually listen to the Bobby Madley interviews because it gives a real insight onto refereeing and VAR.
Nice.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, thanks a lot. Everybody who's watching at home, please go to the description area, and it's got all of the info there for the West Ham Way USA. All right, Brawley, your
Cheers,
time
guys.
is up. Get the hell out of here, man.
Peace.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
See you later. Cheers, guys.